Who am I? Where is this place? And how did I get here? This is the story of Soheila, an archaeologist who unearths the greatest treasure of all, not buried artifacts, but the living legacy of her ancestors. As one of the Sangesari Nomads, she's come to realize that the most ancient treasure is her own way of life. Like all treasures, tangible or intangible, the Sangesari nomadic lifestyle deserves to be cherished and preserved. But how can it be safeguarded? By living it. In the old days, just like today's Bakhtiyari nomads, families like ours would migrate with horses, donkeys, and mules alongside our herds, moving between winter homes and summer pastures. The journey was slow but rich with tradition. Today, the herds and shepherds still follow the old path, crossing the central desert of Iran to reach the mountains. Meanwhile, families like ours have adopted. We now travel by truck, trading hoofbeats for engines. But the heart of our journey remains unchanged. Our family, the Golbahars, began this year's Kooch in Sangesar, nestled in the Alborz Mountains. From there, we headed toward the village of Catalan. When we reached Catalan, we took a brief break to enjoy the late spring air, sweet with the promise of summer. Soheila wandered off to explore the village's old winding alleys, a place where time seems to stand still. But the road calls us forward. Where are we headed next? Let's step away from the familiar for a moment. Imagine a dirt path winding through the mountains. That's where we are going, to Derazo, Soheila's favorite stretch of the journey. As we travel, the view changes, but one thing remains constant: our connection to the land. Together, we hum a traditional Sangesari song, a melody that binds us to our roots. And here we are. Hello, hello, Derazo. The first thing we do upon arriving is unload the truck. Soheila and Somaye get to work right away. After unloading, Somaye takes a quick break to use the toilet, one of the conveniences we have set up in our nomadic camp. Soheila, on the other hand, takes a moment to unwind, playing with the baby goat. It's a small, joyful pause in the midst of all work. But there's still so much to do. What's next? Stick around and we'll show you. We are about to set up a large black tent made from goat hair, right here. The Sangesari black tent consists of two main parts, the larger one called the Goot and the smaller one called the dimban. First we need to figure out where each part goes. The Goot is so big that we have to split it into 2 or 3 sections. Let's start putting these pieces together by sewing them up.
اصلا هم تر معرفی کنه مثلا میادم معرفی کنه تو کنه باشونه پیجی دل بنگیرن خب خواهر من تو نیتلشون بعدان دل یادارنده هی شون تر گیره من وسط گیره وقتی نفسمون نمیده
Now it's time to attach the Goot to the ground with ropes called par. Some of these ropes are tied to wooden pegs, while others are fastened to large stones.
Ja, fossiler.
جعبه دلت بنگه قدیمی کار کن دارن شونه خزانه اسمی بون تنها چه داره.
Let's get started. Ali is attaching the Goot to the mast shoe. This piece of wood Soheila is holding is the most important pole of the Goot, called mast shoe.
Avete tu çudunda?
The main setup is complete, but now we need to make sure everything is secure. Ali, Sadiq and Soheila are discussing how to reinforce things, whether by raising the mast shoe or adjusting the pegs. Now, it's time to set up the dimban. First, we attach it to the ground with ropes and pegs. Next, we connect the dimban to the mast shoe. Finally, we attach the dimban to the Goot using a small metal hooks called heirloom. The 5 wooden poles of the dimban are now set up. And here's our family's black tent. Even though the Goot is in place, we still need to reinforce it. With wind and rain on the way, we need to make sure it's sturdy. Ali is tying additional ropes called qantar to secure everything. How many qantar did Ali tie? The first rain came just hours after we set up the tent. Stay tuned for the next part. The first step in creating our summer home is moving all our belongings inside the black tent or Goot. Sadiqa and Soheila are already on it, setting the foundation for the months ahead. Once everything is inside, Soheila begins crafting a sink, a nomadic version, simple yet essential. This is where we'll wash our dishes over the next 2 months. To make the space more welcoming, Soheila clears weeds from the floor. Soon, this bare ground will be transformed into a warm, carpeted living area. And now, what's she gathering? Horse and donkey dung? It might seem surprising, but it's a crucial resource for what's coming next. With precision, Soheila builds a large wood stove. This will be the heart of our kitchen, where we'll prepare arshe, the most important dairy product in Sangesari culture. We'll delve deeper into it in future videos. Take a look at Arshe's setup. The design is clever, accommodating pots of all sizes with an additional smaller stove for food and tea preparation. With the rainy start to summer, the tent needs constant care. Ali and Soheila adjust the wooden poles daily to keep it secure and weatherproof. Next, Soheila coats the wall of the Goot with a mix of clay and dung. These walls, known as Goot, provide stability and insulation, making the tent feel like home. She then moves to a smaller stove, this one dedicated to making tea for guests, a symbol of our nomadic hospitality. Now, back to clearing weeds. Can you guess what this space will be used for? Stay tuned to find out. It's time to organize the essentials. Soheila sets up hangers, some for clothes, other for heavier items like butchered meat or cheese bags.
چرا من لگت کردی؟ من چی؟
And what about the big spoon and ladles? They have their own special place. Inside the Goot, area has a purpose. There's family space, a guest space, and between them a curtain called Minguti. The simple division keeps life organized. One corner holds the open cabinet where dishes are neatly arranged. Pots, pans, bowls, and plates, all within easy reach.
حالا کلاه تو دیدم.
Big spoons, ladles, and spatulas or chandole are stored separately. Every item has its place. This is our firewood storage called hezonchal, and that is the most used resource in our summer life. After 2 weeks of persistent rain, we finally finished the reception area wall. First, we sealed the cracks, then brightened the space with a layer of white clay and plaster.
از دمی صبح تا پیشین تا نموشون مسئول مد ندین دمون ارمونی نوروژی مدل نخوره بیروه یار میاره مدل خلیبی قراره سر و جالال زاره نوبهی کار و باره شو یا خیل و سر میل بزن کف خیل و گود که مال بد و ارمون خیلی تکتیل و کلمون جانی کاره نی دل خوشه یون نی اجدادی کاره ارمونی نوروژی مدل نخوره بیروه یار میاره مدل خلیبی قراره سر و جالال زاره همرو بگی کار و باره
With the walls complete, it's time to spread the carpet. These aren't just any carpets. They're heirlooms, woven over 70 years by Gulbahar, the matriarch of our family. Each one is a piece of her story, her dedication to this way of life. As the Goot takes shape, I wonder, even with modern conveniences like car, sunscreen, and plastic, doesn't this way of life still feel timeless, rooted in the traditions passed down for thousands of years? This is just the beginning of our summer journey. Thank you for watching and supporting us. If you enjoyed this glimpse into nomadic life, liking, commenting, following, and sharing helps keep this heritage alive. And now, after countless tasks, Soheila sits down for a well-deserved rest.